Woosah. Woosah. Hopefully you guys got the memo and remember me stating that I'm finna start doing all the live feeds here on I Can Beat a Mess to free up a little bit from off of my page because this is pretty much where it stems from. My I Can Beat a Mess, basically trying to do a non-profit organization, and so that's what I'm working on right now. So I want to try and just gather everything up and pull it out of one source. You gotta excuse the lawn people outside. Not sure what's going on, but so thank you for tuning in to Fears Friday. If you're watching, if you happen to catch this after the live recording, thank you for watching it. The title for this is called Level Up. If you didn't see it, and the caption there. And for those that are watching it, feel free to share this and invite folks to come over and watch this thing here. Give me one moment here. Pull something up. Hey, little Missy. It's been a while, and you leveled up today, girl, with that accomplishment that you did. I'm so proud of you. Woohoo! Keep doing it. But my bullet points today are, let's see here. One second. All right, the bullet points today are: struggles are constant, facing hardships head on reaps benefits. And then last but not least, we have leveling up. Okay? So if you don't know already, like you just newly diagnosed, or heck, to be honest, a lot of us that are already diagnosed are having issues with coping with the pain, the struggle, the fact that life has changed. And from what we've been told, it's either going to get worse, or we might just do a stand fast. If we go upward, it's kind of, that's a good thing, but you don't hear too many people talk about how, hey, don't worry about it. You're going to be okay. It's going to go up. I can understand talking to Jalissa, she, stating, and I really never looked at it like this, how the doctors, they tell you the worst case scenario. Hi, Alan, how are you? How they give you the worst case scenario, and it's good that they do that, because you don't want the doctor to come in and give you all this hope and then come turn around how unexpected MS can be, and it just pull the rug up under you, and the first thing you're going to do is go back to the doctor, and you're going to be like, oh, it's Missy. Oh, you're on Alan's phone. Okay, cool. I was wondering, like, hey, both of you guys are on at the same time. But yeah, so it's real hard. And we get faced with so many problems and so many struggles. So when you look at the first bullet point, you know, struggles are constant. Even if you didn't have MS, heck, you might have cancer, you might have AIDS, you might have bipolar, you might be schizophrenic, ADHD. You have all of these symptoms or whatsoever, or just depression in itself. Heck, you don't even have to be diagnosed with anything. Just life in itself. Hello. Life in itself is going to come with struggles. Day in and day out. From the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, you're going to go through at least one struggle throughout on a daily, a day basis. It's very seldom you're going to wake up and you're going to go to sleep without going through any type of struggle. So we got to start looking at life at this angle. Not saying that you're going to wake up and be like, oh, heck, what struggle am I finna go through today? What's finna happen today? No, I don't mean like that. What I mean is, if something pops up, if, something goes out of whack, something doesn't go your way, with us having MS, we shouldn't bog ourselves down and crucify ourselves with the fact that stuff are not working right. A prime example, if you were walking good yesterday, but today you can't walk, it doesn't mean that your life is over. Or the fact that you were walking yesterday and now is going on 6 months and you're in a motorized chair. That doesn't mean life is over. That doesn't mean that you can't make something out of what's going on with you right now. And we deem ourselves doomed when things are taken away from us, like walking, and that is such a hard pill to swallow. I was faced with that. I had the cane, the walker. I had to get assistance with picking my leg up and having it put in the car. Having to be helped into the bed sometimes. So I can definitely understand where someone can say, but walking is everything. You're right, walking is everything. But if it's taken away from you, that doesn't mean that you don't have anything else. You have more things that can bring light into your life. We just choose to make walking completely everything. So is that your problem? Is that what you're dealing with? Is that what you're dealing with on a daily basis, as in, one of my eyes are gone? I can't get over that. I can't get over the fact that I can't walk anymore. I can't get over the fact that I can't work anymore. Are these struggles that you're going through? So that brings me to the second bullet point. Facing hardships head on reaps benefits. Why do I say that? Think about it. It's nice to get something from somebody. Who wouldn't want someone to be given $1 million? To win $1 million on the lottery is like everybody's dream. But to work hard, to put in work and get that $1 million, do you know is way more important to you than to just go to the store, pick out 5 numbers, and win it? If you look at it in a certain way, wouldn't you think it's kind of easier to run through that $1 million versus you working hard to get that $1 million and be like, man, I know how hard it was to get this, and so I'm gonna spend my money a little bit wisely than just blowing through it, because I don't think I can go through this again. So when you're going through those struggles and you're trying to get over that mountain, to get over that hill, do you know once you get over that hill, because you're facing it head on, the benefit that you get out of that I got, I'm making this shirt where it basically states that we're superheroes, and we are, because the stuff that we go through. People diagnosed with incurable diseases, I feel, are one of the most strongest people in the world due to the fact that the things that you put up with on a daily basis are stuff that you have to fight against. There are so many of us that can't move our lower limbs, and we get up with a smile on our faces, and we wake up more optimistic than the person that can walk around, that can run, that can go to work, that in so many opinions that have no reason not to be happy at all. So when you're a warrior and you're facing the hardships that you're facing on a daily basis, and you make it through that day, don't take it as in looking constantly at what you didn't do, what you couldn't do, or what you could have done more of if you had been able to do this. You had to done something that can be accountable as you patting yourself on the back and saying, great job, me, because I survived. MS did not take me out. I am somebody. I am a warrior. That's the reason why we are MS warriors, due to the fact that what we go through on a daily basis, what we fight with. So, benefits. If we stop looking at what we're not doing and we start doing that pity party on ourselves, and we start realizing what we are doing, what we are accomplishing, that we are fighting through the pain, that, do you know how much I hurt? And that I'm still getting up in the morning trying to do something? Do you know how much a feat that is? Do you know how much of an accomplishment that is? So for you to down yourself only because you couldn't make it to the bathroom. What about the steps that you did do to get to the bathroom? You might not have made it all the way, but the fact that you tried and you pushed yourself to get there, that accounts for something. The fact that you set up, even though you can't get out of bed by yourself, but the fact that you set up, the fact that you open your eyes, that accounts for something. So, you know, you end up with the last bullet point where you level up. You level up. And what I mean about that is, I don't know if any one of you guys know anything about Mario, where if Mario gets the little green and white mushroom, he gets an extra life. If you think about it, regardless of what we're diagnosed with, regardless of what diseases that we have. A good form of leveling up is finding ways to be a little bit more optimistic about life, regardless of what's been thrown at you, regardless of the hardship, the struggle, the pain that you're going through. Looking at those struggles, looking at those pains, and trying to find something where I can flip that. I can swip, even though I'm crying right now because I'm in so much pain. Guess what? It's not going to take me down. And the fact that it didn't take me down, the fact that I did not give up, that's an accomplishment in itself. I am somebody. I am not giving up. I personally believe that us beating MS is going to come from us not giving up, not by a cure, but by us not giving up, by us fighting on a daily basis. To live, to fight, to be, not to be our original self, but to get to a point to where we love ourselves, which we should already do. Because with that being said, if we love ourselves now, regardless of the situation that we're in, that allows us to open ourselves up to welcome in other things. You might not be able to play basketball anymore. Like I haven't been able to play basketball in a while. I love basketball. Sorry, I had a call come in. But I felt like basketball was my second life, and I got stressed out. All I had to do was go punch the basketball in the ground. Like, yeah, everybody make me mad. You know what I'm saying? So that was like my stress reliever. I used to write music. When I was writing music, there was another stress reliever, and then my speech was slurred and stuff for a good minute and stuff, and a lot of things was taken away from me. And I want to say it took me maybe like 2-3 years before I realized that just because I can't do those things anymore, that doesn't mean that I can't do anything else. I need to reinvent myself. Basically, might as well say I did some sort of leveling up. I reinvented myself. I started what you guys see now on Monday and Fridays. I started this back in 2014, but then I hit a snag. I had a struggling point come up, and I fell victim to it. And I dang near lost all of this. I almost lost all of it. But when I realized what I was losing, what I meant to myself and what I meant to everyone that listened, and how much I was changing, not only my life, but other people's lives, I got back on it. And I feel that I'm better now, I'm better now than even back then. And so, and I stated this like on MS Monday, where this is the best me that I've been, even though I do hurt on a daily basis. My attitude about myself, I would change it for nothing in the world. So for someone to come back and ask me, do you wish that you wasn't diagnosed? I can honestly say that me being diagnosed changed my life, and for you to go and take it away from me, I don't think I would be the person that I am now, or it would take longer for me to get here than it took me to get here now. And I really, honest to God, believe that it was meant for me to be diagnosed, because I needed to be the person that I am now, not only for myself, but for other people. This is something that I sense and I live and I breathe on a daily basis. I really, deep down inside, honest to God, feel this way. So go and find something that's going to allow you to level up. We get caught up in the home because we can't go anywhere like we used to. Heck, get knit, sew. Kind of do what I'm doing. If you have to get on your page, write a diary. Matter of fact, heck, do you know how many of us can write books right now? Get yourself and write down, get your story down. A lot of us have been in the game with MS for 20 plus years, and how much that we can learn from each other. And that's something that we are doing since I've started this. People are learning from each other. We're talking to each other. I've even heard and seen where people have commented, well, I'm learning more listening, watching this and seeing what other people say than me going to the doctor. Now, how special is that? Actually, how weird is that? How sad is that when it comes down to the doctor and their information? It's straight sad. But if we have to help each other, then why not do it? Do you know your story can actually help a newly diagnosed, if not someone that's already diagnosed, that just might be going through what you're going through? You don't have to get on live like I'm getting on live, but do you know, just by talking to someone, you don't have to talk to 50 people like I talk to 50 people. 5,000 people, 100 people, 2,000 people. You don't have to do that. Just talking to one person and changing one person's life. Do you know how exciting that can be? And like I say, you don't even have to do that. And just volunteering somewhere, because you can't do work in the work field. Go volunteer somewhere. Heck, if you contact me, maybe it's something that we can help each other with. You might have something that by us working together, we could benefit off of it. By helping other warriors. I'm always game with helping others and me learning something off other people. So, today we talked about struggles are constant. You're never going to go a day without having struggles. Facing hardships head on and reaping the benefits after you go through those hardships, because you can learn something from them that can make a better you. You can either allow it to make you a better you, or you can let it sink you. And out of all of that, at the end of the day, every day you can level up. You can become something more. You don't have to just sit and soak and stress and allow MS to just make everything around you depressing, that you don't want to live anymore. And that's a lot of us suffer with that. Kind of like me right now, I'm doing this off of the page. Is not seeing too many people watching versus having averaging up to 11 to 12 people in and out. This is going to be, it's almost like I'm going to have to rebuild, because people are going to have to know that I'm here, which I should have started here. I'm just really learning that, but I'm really just trying to get everything together, and I'm really focusing on starting and making this and turning it. I have a goal. If it happens before a 5-year span, awesome. But if not, I want to see this 5 years from now helping not only through Facebook, but face to face, over the phone, through the mail, Skype, through video games, cell phones, texting, video calling, everything. So for those who did stop by, I totally appreciate it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, which you can go to YouTube, and search in the search engine I Can Beat MS, and you're gonna find the I Can Beat MS channel. You're gonna see the subscribe button right here, and then the previous episode of Fierce Friday down here. I upload a new video the next day of doing it live on Facebook. Or you can actually go to icanbeatms.com and go to video log up at the top tab, and you can see all 3 seasons of the videos that have been created. So guys, with that being said, hopefully as we commence on showing stuff here, if I need to, I will go back to my page, but I'm hoping that the transition here will be a little bit more fluent with at least by the end of the month. So if you are watching this when I share this in a group, again, like Monday, I'm going to be doing a live on all the lives are going to be on I Can Beat MS page. And you can just search in the search engine. And you have a great night too, Missy. Until Eleanor said hello. Bye guys. Peace. Hope I helped somebody. Love you. Jadem.